That's not at all the sound it makes, but I'm doing it anyway.
What was that?
The energy thing.
What energy thing?
The medical room.
Ah, yeah, were you juicing up?
Yeah,
Replenishing your beans.
indeed. Are we? Oh yeah, full.
Ah, welding is fun. This is what weld ships are for.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Welding, yeah, welding. A couple of 100 large ship blocks does take a while. And there we go, we're out. Going back down to the surface. Oh, and it's daytime.
I guess it's mostly the transporting that's the sort of
Yeah,
limiting
that's
factor.
part of it. Yeah, the fact that I can hold 4,000 liters. A medium cargo container can hold 33,000 liters.
Wow. Okay.
So
yeah.
that's already nearly 10 times as much for a medium cargo container. I don't know how much a large is.
Yeah.
But
large.
the thing is, you could have multiple large ones, so yeah. It's that, and it's the fact as well that ship-based welders weld in a radius,
Okay.
in an area around them, rather than just welding what they're physically touching.
Yeah.
So it means if you're building, say, a small ship from a projection,
Yeah.
it welds it so fast because it welds everything inside the ship at the same time as welding the stuff outside it,
Yeah.
which is a really nice thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, 'cause remember when we rebuilt the Nerf, but that was a massive arse.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed.
Like, having to weld stuff in the right order.
Look
but
out
obviously
below.
there's none of that.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I just dislodged a huge section of stuff. Right, okay, so now I can...
Oh, these like clamps that are going to hold the thing. That's cool.
Oops. Oh, shit.
Oh no! I hope you didn't need that.
No. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the... I mean, effectively the green bit, most of the green bit that's remaining is now going to be the actual ship.
Okay, so it's basically a 3D U shape
Yeah.
that's going to sit over the thing and just hold it. That's really cool.
Yeah, because originally it was going to be the full sort of size of the thing, but but they're huge. I mean, you can see how huge it is, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Like that would
But that'll be enough to hold everything we've ever built on Atlas.
yeah, easily, I think.
Like, I'm planning to essentially abandon that base. We're just going to grind down everything and take it with us.
Right.
I think, because I have no real plans to return to Atlas.
Yeah.
And our cruisers will be far more efficient to build on the moon.
Yeah.
Because of A, the resources we have access to here, far more obviously than on Atlas, and then also the fact that it's only a quarter of the gravity. And it's it's the fact that you can get to space in a 25-second jetpack flight, rather than how long did it take us to get here? 30 minutes?
Yeah.
It took about 10 minutes just to break orbit.
Oops.
If you remember back to the days of the Bumblebee.
Yeah. Perfect.
Whose pieces are still nobly resting just outside the base.
Oh, good old Bumblebee. Oh, reliable Bumblebee.
It was a good ship. As good as any hydrogen-powered ship could be.
Yeah.
Better than our initial attempts at hydrogen-powered ships.
Yeah, they were.
You remember the Hammerhead and the... What was yours called? Which
I can't
president was
remember.
that? Aaron Burr.
Oh, yeah, the Aaron Burr, I think. Yeah.
No, he wasn't a president, he was just a founding father.
He was, just one of the founding fathers. Interior plate, let's grab some...
See, I always have in my head that there are only 4 founding fathers, but that's wrong.
I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I don't know.
See, I think of the ones on Mount Rushmore.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Jefferson,
no,
Washington, Adams, and the other one. Whoever the fuck else is on Mount Rushmore?
Yeah,
I should probably know that, but yeah.
There's quite a few, I think.
Yeah, if you count like all the people who are involved in the Declaration and whatnot, it's like
Yeah.
nearly 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see that musical.
It's so good.
What did you say it was called?
Hamilton.
Hamilton. That was. I knew it
Yeah,
named after
oops.
one of them.
Yeah, put that. Oh well, you can stay.
Wait, is Hamilton the 4th one on Mount Rushmore?
No.
No, he's
I'm
not.
pretty sure
No. Jefferson, Adams, Washington, and maybe even Adams isn't even on there. Fuck! I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check this. It's gonna drive me nuts. Hold on a sec. Oh fuck! Well, I was completely wrong then.
Who is it?
God, it was so Mount Rushmore was as late as 1941.
Huh.
Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and Lincoln.
Wow, cool.
So they were all presidents and all very famous ones at that.
So,
I just didn't think it was even. I didn't think it was even as late as Lincoln.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought it was like pre-Civil War, which is ridiculous when you think about it.
That would be quite impressive.
Yeah. I do wonder if that'd be one of those ones, Mount Rushmore, if you saw it in person, whether it'd be more or less impressive than you expect.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
You were in New York City recently, weren't you?
Yeah, that's
Did you see the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah.
Not that impressive, is it?
It's not
quite small.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
that was one of the things that really struck me with New York, is the fact that like everything was fucking huge. Like you're walking down the streets and it's the middle of the day, but you're in shadow because the buildings are so fucking tall.
Exactly.
Like just the scale of the city was stunning, and I think it was just compared to that.
Yeah.
Then just the Empire, not the Empire State Building, that is huge. The Statue of Liberty looks tiny, just because I think it's just the way it's shot. Like when you see it in films and stuff like that, it's always shot like looking up, and it always looks a lot bigger. And I think it just doesn't quite hold up to the scale of the rest of the city.
Yeah, it's true.
Remember, we didn't actually go to it directly. We took the ferry over to what's it called?
Staten Island.
Staten Island, yeah. And so we just saw it on the way past. But like even from a distance, you could tell it was small. Not small, obviously, it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But it's not that big in comparison. That's my point.
Yeah.
Did you go up the Empire State Building or did you go up the Rockefeller?
We went up the Rockefeller, which is pretty cool. I think I like it because you can actually see the Empire State Building. Like, Empire State Building is cooler to view from afar than it is to...
I still think, like, aesthetically, I think I actually prefer the Chrysler Building to the Empire State Building.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It is, the Chrysler Building is a really cool style. You know, like the Art Deco top with all, overlapping curves. Whereas the Empire State Building is a bit brutalist.
Yeah. I already have stuff in there.
Like it is just a giant metal dick.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's basically what they wanted it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, so the other one we actually went up was the new one, World Trade 1.
Oh, is that fully open now?
Yeah.
Didn't realise that.
It's pretty darn impressive.
How tall's that? Is that relatively?
Yeah, it's taller than the Empire State Building. Or
really?
Yeah.
That must so it's the tallest in New York then.
Actually, so with the spire it is, but then there's actually a building which is actually taller and is really underwhelming. Like it's basically just a massive cube, like massive oblong.
Which
it's
that?
totally square. I don't even know. I don't think it has a name or anything. It doesn't look impressive at all compared to the other ones, but
I still think
it's actually bigger.
It's a fact that will always both cheer me up and also kind of make me sad because of the consequences of it. So you know the mast on the Empire State Building?
Yeah.
Do you know what its function is?
Yeah, it was for dirigibles, right?
Yep. And that partly makes me happy because I'm like, that's so cool. Then I'm like, it saddens me that we planned for that world and then we didn't get it.
I know, it would have been so awesome.
But you're mooring a fucking Zeppelin to the Empire State Building. That's the coolest shit ever. And it saddens me we didn't do that, yeah.
God damn.
Well, Charon Station is complete.
Awesome. Oh, nice. Cool.
I'm just going to paint it. Do you want to come up and visit?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm going to paint it in piss.
It's getting closer. Yeah, you can definitely see it from the ground. It looks very cool. It looks like a massive eye.
Yeah, it's an octagon, so maybe you can see it at the ground. I don't know.
But it's like there's a dark bit and then there's a yellow bit in the center.
Well, that's where the thruster is.
Oh, okay.
One of the thrusters. Yeah. Basically, I don't know. This thing essentially. Jesus Christ! This thing won't really be able to move itself. It'll just be able to hold itself stationary, and that's what it really needs to do.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is Charon Station.
That's very cool.
So you can see just thruster in each direction. That huge brick in the center.
Yeah.
That would be the jump drive.
Wow.
And then on top of that is a reactor, and then just thrusters in each direction.
Yeah.
And then all of it is basically it's all just docking space, like all the actual surfaces of it.
Cool. Yeah, that looks.
So basically, you can just
really
anchor stuff to it.
Oh, I love. Yeah, the underneath bit looks really cool. What's this yellow thing? Oh, is that the beacon?
It's all yellow, technically.
Oh, no,
yeah, the glowing thing's the
glowing
beacon.
white.
Yeah, that's the beacon.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm just painting some warning stripes onto this.
Cool.
Well, I was painting it yellow, and I was like, yeah, let's go for black and yellow.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And boop! And there we go.
Oops.
Sharon Station complete. Ready to take its first passengers.
Cool.
So I'm going to come back down to the surface and I'm going to build my dropship.
Awesome.
Oh, it's going to be so nice building on a small grid again.
Yeah.
Because it takes fucking... Like, all of my time this episode has just been flying between here and Sharon. At least we got it built now. It's nice that, isn't it? Yeah, it's so nice being only 3 kilometers from orbit, though.
Yeah, and that we don't need any ship to...
Yeah, I can just bodily fly myself up to orbit. Which is crazy, but cool. It's about the same with the real moon, though.
Would you... what?
As in, energy needed to escape its gravity well is
yeah.
minuscule compared to that needed to escape Earth's.
Yeah.
There's a really good thing by, XKCD?
Yeah.
Guy who does that did a brilliant infographic that's basically gravity wells in the solar system.
Yeah.
Drawn to scale, where the scale represents the energy that would be needed to climb vertically out of a physical well of the same size under Earth's surface gravity.
Oh, wow, okay.
So it just like compares them that way.
Yeah.
And you can just basically, just see right next to each other from the vertical scale the difference in the gravity wells.
Uh-huh.
As the fact
Awesome.
that, because obviously anyone who's seen moon landing stuff knows that, it took a massive rocket to get to the moon and a tiny one to get back. Because of basically gravity wells. But the really cool one is, so the 2 moons of Mars, Deimos and Phobos, tiny. Neither of them they're both slightly elliptical, physically, neither of them are spherical, because they're just so small, they're basically captured asteroids.
Yeah.
But yeah, to escape, you could escape Deimos with a bicycle and a ramp. You could get into orbit, and you could get into orbit around Phobos. You could throw a baseball into orbit.
That's so cool.
Then I'm quickly going to grind down the remainder of the base now. Did not have my dampeners on. So nice not having meteor storms on anymore.
I know, so much less stressful. And
I just realised, it just annoyed me because I was like, we don't... Yeah, I was like, I wanted to have it on originally because I was like, yeah, otherwise there's no risk. But it's the thing of, the risk is just mitigated by having Gatling ammo. So it means that all you have to do is just make sure you keep topping up Gatling ammo and you're fine. So it's a tiny thing to do, so basically all it does is still just... It doesn't
just adds an annoyance effect.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not actually adding anything gameplay-wise that's fun. It's just adding, we need to keep these things topped up with the Gatling ammo, which is a minimum cost in terms of resources. It's just it's just an arse.
Yeah.
Oh, big freeze coming in.
Oh.
Right, is this container empty? Oh, holy shit!
Yeah.
It's 2,000 steel plates still on the outside for the old base.
Oh, wow.
The cargo container on that is still full of shit, so...
Wow.
Oh, your thing looks so cool, the way you're building it.
Oh, thank you.
I like seeing all the, structure, yeah. The fact that it's, scaffolded always looks really cool. That's one of the things I like about building on a large grid is just being able to build the whole thing scaffolded and then come back later to weld it up. I think that looks physically really cool.
Yeah. Conveyor, excellent. What else do we need on one of these?
Thrusters.
Thrusters, yeah. Gyros. Oops.
Thrusters, gyroscopes, cockpits, fuel source, antenna.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Antenna.
Or beacon.
But anything else connected to the main, conveyor system?
Have you got a fuel source of some sort?
I will have a thing shortly. Is there anything that converts between large ports and small ports?
Yeah, conveyor. A large conveyor.
Conveyor.
4 of the faces on a large conveyor, like the 4 laterally round from each other, have a large port, and then the other 3 have 3 small ports in a vertical alignment.
That's.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Are you trying to convert from a cockpit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck's that huge thing?
Oxygen generator.
Oh. Yeah, use a just yeah.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good. No, actually that's not.
See, oxygen generators, that's the thing with them. They do plug really nicely onto the back of a standard cockpit.
Yeah.
But then also they then require Okay. I just use a conveyor. But then you'll still have a large conveyor facing backwards. See, it's a weird thing. You can use both large and small conveyors on a small grid.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's like a large. It's kind of a large, small conveyor.
Yeah, it's relative. It's a larger conveyor.
Yeah, and the same way it's like, whoop, you alright?
I'm fine. Oh no! Oh no! Ow!
I take it you're not fine.
I'm dead. Oh, fuck, that was embarrassing.
Please tell me what happened, I so want to know now.
So you know how we had some... Well, you're looking... Right, follow me.
Oh, that's... Okay.
Right. You see this solar panel, and you see my crushed body.
Did it fall on you?
Absolutely fell on me.
Amazing.
Basically, I grinded out the solar panel that was underneath that one.
Yeah.
So then that one fell onto me, and I just didn't get out of the way. So it just literally fell, it hit me flat on, and just killed me in seconds.
That's hilarious.
That was the point at which I was just shouting, "Oh no!"
Because you could see it coming down.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to get out of the way fast enough. Some classic Prometheus running. You ever seen the film Prometheus?
Yes, it's god awful.
It is. Actually, I don't really mind it, but the thing that gets me is so that when that like horseshoe-shaped ship is like has hit the ground and then is then like rolling towards your woman.
Oh yeah.
She runs away from it, like parallel to the distance it's falling in, whereas running to the left or right would get you out of the way much faster, at least, if not instantly. But she runs, rather than running parallel to it, runs perpendicular. And, So that's what I refer to in media as Prometheus running, when you're running in an inefficient direction. But I didn't even respond fast enough to run there.
That's hilarious.
I looked up and I was like, well, this is how I die.
I've seen the end. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't mind that for... Wow, there's so much stuff in the connector.
Yeah, I'm going to move it into actual containers later.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, the film's alright. I imagine it's more annoying if you're a big fan of Alien.
Oops. Yeah,
which I like. Have you seen Alien?
Yeah.
I like it, but I think part of it is the fact that I didn't grow up with it. They're just like, yeah, it's good. It's alright. It's good fun. Decent film. But I think a lot of people have a real attachment to it, the way that people do to like the original Star Wars is.
Yeah.
Which is why they hate on the prequels so much. Like, don't get me wrong, the prequels are not great films. But I think people hate on them more because of the personal place that they give Star Wars.
I think so. I quite like the prequels.
I like them, but they have issues.
Yeah, but then so do the... Like, to be honest, when you think about it, the originals are
absolutely
the worst story ever. It's
that's what annoys... Like, I'm aware that the prequels have a crap story. But I'm also aware the original trilogy has an equally crap story, which is why it annoys me. Like, I'm fine if people hate on the prequels, but if they hate on the prequels, but also like the original ones, it's like, that's just nostalgia talking.
Yeah, exactly. They're allowed to like it, but just justifying...
As long as they're aware that it's nostalgia. Like, that's the thing. Like, I like the prequels, but I am aware that that's 90% nostalgia. Because for you and I, those are the films we grew up with.
Yeah,
because we were what... 8 when Phantom Menace came out.
Yeah.
Because that was 99, so we were young when it came out, and so they were really the ones for our generation, especially me. Like I'd already seen Attack of the Clones before I saw the original trilogy.
Oh really? Oh wow.
So like, I didn't, because my parents don't really like films, so I really didn't. I didn't grow up with the original trilogy. I just grew up with like the prequels.
Yeah.
And when you're young, you don't really notice if a film's crap.
Yeah,
honestly,
no, exactly.
Like,
yeah,
crap media is just something you're not aware of as a child.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And then I think especially I suffered quite badly from seeing the prequels first, and then going back and watching the original ones, and I'm just like, they look like shit.
Yeah.
Like, because whatever you say about the prequels, they look nice.
Yeah, definitely. The animation's really
like,
cool.
Even Phantom Menace, which I don't like. Like, it's alright, but it's easily the weakest of the prequels. It has some real issues. But it looks good. Way better than the original trilogy. And, like, if what you're looking for is, like, just sit back, relax, and let the effects wash over you, the prequels are very good for that.
Yeah, I agree.
The Gods of Egypt phenomenon. Dude, you still need to watch that film.
Yeah, is that the most recent one?
What?
Is that the most recent?
Yeah, the one that came out, like, a couple of weeks ago here.